The cookie experiment paradigm. Once upon a time, a researcher did an experiment. The setup for the experiment was very, very simple. A researcher, a table, and a jar of cookies. The researcher would ask people if they wanted to participate. All they had to do was eat a cookie and fill out a questionnaire. And the questionnaire wasn't some lead-in to try and get their address to later sell them timeshares or anything. The questionnaire was only about the cookie. Easy peasy, right? Now, what kind of data could you get from this kind of experiment? Was it a secret research experiment to try different kinds of cookies? Nope. Every person who participated ate the same cookie. Was it some kind of marketing study to create data so the cookie company could sell more cookies? Nope. Eat a cookie, answer a bunch of questions about the cookie. This was a very carefully calibrated study. They were only testing one variable, same cookie, same location. However, while these test subjects were bravely eating a cookie and putting down their cookie opinions on the cookie questionnaire with as much courageous seriousness as they could muster, the cookie research guy was secretly recording the variable, the only variable the researchers were interested in. The study was to see what, if any, effects the number of cookies in the cookie jar had on the perceived quality of the cookie. And what they found was kind of strange, very expected, but weird. It shows that this one variable affects us on a subconscious instinctive level. This one variable is so powerful, it changes what we think about how we subjectively measure the taste of a cookie. Understand, this has nothing to do with our conscious minds. It has to do with how cookies taste as a function of this one variable. Now, what in the world could change how a cookie tasted? The one secret variable the researchers were secretly recording, the number of cookies in the cookie jar. When the cookie jar was nearly full, they got a certain response. When the cookie jar was nearly empty, they got a certain response. On average, when they looked at all the cookie eaters, cookies from a nearly empty cookie jar tasted better than cookies from a nearly full jar. Same cookies. A whole bunch of random people. When cookies are scarce, fewer cookies in the jar, they taste better. When cookies are abundant, many cookies in the jar, they taste less better. They are still cookies after all. What's the takeaway? If you are scarce, you will be perceived subconsciously as more valuable. If you are not scarce, you will be perceived subconsciously as less valuable. How can you be scarce? To increase your perceived value, there are many, many ways. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/scarcity-generator.